Hello and welcome to all the viewers watching this video. I am Dr. Shweta Sharma of Department of Applied Science and Humanities, Faculty of Engineering Technology, Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti Language University. In the last video, I had discussed about the general aspects and the scope of environment and the need for creating public awareness with the environment. In this video, I am going to describe about the spheres of the environment. The earth is basically divided into three spheres based on the air, water and land, and these spheres are called as atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. The envelope of the air surrounding the earth is called as atmosphere, and the World Meteorological Organization has divided the atmosphere based on the temperature differences into 5 different layers, and these layers are called as troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. These layers have been divided on the basis of the temperature differences in each layer which has been named. So the first layer is called as troposphere. The term tropos is derived from a Greek word which is called as tropo. The meaning of tropos is changing or turning. Due to the presence of the land and water in this layer which is present on the surface of the earth, convection of air takes place in this layer, and as a result all the weather phenomena takes place in this layer, and therefore this is called as turning or changing layer. The temperature in this layer decreases as we go up to a height of 8 to 18 kilometers. This layer extends up to 8 kilometers in the poles and 18 kilometers in the equator, and this arises due to the fact that the equator receives larger amount of insolation, and as a result it is warmer in comparison to that of the poles, and therefore due to the convection of air and water molecules, the boundary of the troposphere is extended up to a greater height in equator in comparison to the poles. And as we have discussed earlier that all the weather phenomena takes place in this layer. As we go up to a greater height, the temperature in this region decreases, and it decreases approximately 1 degree Celsius for every 163 meters of height. This layer is limited by the presence of tropopause, and it lies at a height of 18 kilometers in the equator and 8 kilometers in the poles. The next layer after troposphere is stratosphere. The stratosphere extends up to a height of 50 kilometers above the tropopause, and this layer contains a special molecule which is called as ozone. The ozone molecules absorbs the harmful ultraviolet radiation. The ultraviolet radiations are highly ionizing and are of high energy, and therefore they are very harmful to all the animals and human beings and even plants, because these radiations are known to cause various skin related diseases, like they cause skin allergies, they cause skin irritation, and they are even known to cause skin cancers. In plants, they are known to cause bronzing and loss of chlorophyll, which is also called as chlorosis, and therefore if all the ultraviolet radiation which is coming from the sun would fall on the earth's surface, then all these problems would happen. And therefore the presence of ozone in the stratosphere is of very strategic significance, because it absorbs all the ultraviolet radiations and protects us from the harmful ultraviolet radiations. In addition, this layer also contains traces of water, and therefore there is no convection in this layer, and only steady horizontal winds blows in this region, and therefore all the flights and jet planes operate in the stratosphere. The temperature in this region increases with the height, and therefore the temperature at the upper boundary of the stratosphere is approximately 20 degrees Celsius. The stratosphere is limited by the presence of stratopause above the stratosphere. Above the stratopause lies the mesosphere, and mesosphere is the third layer of the atmosphere. The temperature in the mesosphere again decreases with the height, and it extends up to a height of 80 kilometers. The temperature at the upper boundary of the mesosphere is approximately minus 90 to minus 100 degrees Celsius. The temperature in this layer decreases with height because there are no atomic or elemental species that can absorb the solar radiation, and therefore this layer is coldest in the atmosphere. In this layer all the meteors burn because the meteors pass very smoothly from the exosphere and the thermosphere, because there are very little atomic or gaseous species present in the thermosphere and exosphere. But there are few atomic and elemental species which are present in the mesosphere, and as the meteors pass from the thermosphere and exosphere and enters the mesosphere, it causes friction, and due to frictions these meteors burn in the mesosphere, and therefore most of them do not reach the surface of the earth. The upper boundary of this layer is called as mesospores, and after the mesospores, the next layer of the atmosphere, which is called as thermosphere and ionosphere, are present. The thermosphere or ionosphere extends up to a height of 80 kilometers to 400 kilometers, and the temperature in this region again increases and it reaches approximately 2000 degrees Celsius, because in this region it is closest to the space and it receives a great amount of solar radiation and cosmic rays, and due to the presence of solar radiations and cosmic rays, the particles that are present in this layer are charged, and due to the presence of these charged particles, the radio waves that are transmitted from the surface of the earth are reflected back to the surface of the earth, and therefore the radio communication in this earth is possible because of the presence of thermosphere and ionosphere layers in the atmosphere. In this region most of the satellites operate, and also a phenomena which is called as aurora also takes place in this region. The auroras are like fireworks that are present in that happens in the northern and southern hemispheres, and it takes place because of the presence of the interaction of the charged particles of the sun and the particles of the upper layer of the atmosphere, and because of this interaction intense lighting takes place, and due to this fire-like structure is observed in the northern and southern magnetic poles, and it is called as aurora borealis in the northern hemisphere, and it is called as aurora australis in the southern hemisphere. Next to this region lies the exosphere. The exosphere is the outermost layer of the atmosphere, and it is and in this layer is very close to the space. And this is all about the atmosphere. We will be discussing the hydrosphere in the next video. This is all for now. Thank you for watching this video.